Hey, finally, it's Wednesday. Finally caught a break, but I was also cleaning up and looking through my PLA collection and my pet G. Haven't got the ASA or the ABS pulled out. I'm not even going to go there. Got this at a yard sale for $1. Yeah, whole pound of yeah, Death Wish coffee. Definitely strong, it says. And it's stone fruit, whatever, yeah, okay, I sort of know what that is, and caramel flavoring in there, so that should be pretty good. And it was $1 at a yard sale. It's brand new, hasn't been opened yet, so, and it smells delicious. So anyways, wanted to get into this mess, but also had a product I wanted to show you. So let's get a box open and just look at this product today. Let's get her open. All right. So a friend of mine sent this over. Yeah, she's a real nice gal. And we've done some different things. And this is by a company, we've actually had them in here before, but this is another product line from them. And I have yet to see this thing, so it sounds pretty cool. It's more for hunting and or covert ops. This is a viewer, but it's a rangefinder viewer. So it's kind of like a set of binoculars, and you can lock in to tell how far the target is from you. So yeah, I have a funny feeling. My son likes to deer hunt. I will bet you that he's gonna want this. I haven't told him about it yet, so. Oh man, here it is. Oh, rechargeable. Okay, so it comes with a, and it comes with a carabiner. Yep, and recharging cable here. Looks like good old USB-C or USB. Yeah, the modern thing here. Let's get her charged up. Wow, that was quick. Okay, it might have already been, pre-charged at a certain level. I plugged it in. It was like 10 minutes or whatever, and it was fully charged and ready to go. Now, this is it's like a tool. It has a lot of different variable ideas, because one of the problems I've got on this property is a long time ago, somebody put a flagpole in, and they put it between two trees. Well, the trees right now are up over top and around the flagpole. I did want to know how high the flagpole was. So what you could do in using a system like this is actually, from a measured out distance, measure the top of the flagpole using the rangefinder from here, and then do the math for the triangle, and it'll tell you what the actual height of that flagpole is. So that is a pretty cool little item. And let's go outside. I'll put the phone or something up against this and just see if we can, hopefully we can visually shoot through, and you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. Thinking that's going to work. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, here's the problem. A long time ago, they put trees out here, but they also put a flagpole in, and the flagpole's been here probably a lot longer than the trees or something, because this is the problem. Yeah, the trees have grown around the flagpole, and I would kind of like to have that flagpole maybe moved or something, but I was trying to figure out what the height actually is of the flagpole, because it's up there in the trees. Let's take now we'll put the rangefinder on, and we'll just see how that works. And yep, let's see what we got. All right, are we ready? Here we go. All right. Yeah. Now, I'm just holding in front of the camera, and there's the flagpole, and we're going up to the top. Oh, what a mess, huh? I can't even get to the target from here. I'm on the wrong angle. Let's move. Okay, so there's the flagpole top right there, and I'm looking through. So I'm going to take a rangefinder on that and just see what that is. I'm phone in front of this and just see if you can spot this or not. I'm not sure how this is all going to show up, but oh boy. Yeah, okay, I'm making a mess. Okay, so there we go. I'm in front of I've got the camera set up now in front of the rangefinder with it on. Oop. It's getting kind of awkward right here. You probably can't see the numbers. Do that. There we go. Okay, so now I've got some numbers here, but this is I think it's set at metric right now, so that's going to be a little confusing. But yeah, it works. It's definitely working. Wow. Yeah, what I'm doing is we're looking at the neighbor's dock. It's 68.9 yards. So that tells me what the distance is across the water to where the other guy's dock is right now. So Yeah, it's a little hard to hold the whole thing together in one shot, but yeah, you can see what's going on. Let's see if I can turn that back on. See, there's the Y, which would be your yardage. Oops, boy, am I ever a mess. This is too many fingers, too many hands. Oh, God, let's go back in. Well, we're back inside. That was kind of hard to do with the camera and trying to get the buttons hit and trying to get focused in, but it turns out the neighbor's floating dock is 68.9 yards from where I was at. But I was curious to what the distance is, because I really didn't know, so now I have some idea as to how wide the river is, because I'm looking from my dock over to his dock on the water there. Interesting. Yes, we have water at the back of the house here. Yeah, we're on the water. Yeah. This is so cool. Link will be supplied in the description below to where you can find this at a sale. Hopefully it's supposed to be a sale price, because my gal Aileen, she always sends me cool stuff like this, and it's got a lot of different uses. But if you're trying to triangulate and measure something for a distance to figure out a height, especially if something tall, such as a tree, or in this case I tried to do the flagpole, which was like, and this will give you those numbers, and it's laser, so it just shoots a laser out, reads the distance and stuff. What a great little item. It is really neat, and I got to thank Aileen for even sending this over to us. This is from InkERMA, and it comes with really interesting but really thick manual that explains a lot of the different, trigonometry. You're going to need to know that. Yeah, that's and it explains the features on it. There's a lot going on here, so it's pretty neat. Now, somebody's going to ask if it's has night vision. No. Yeah, no. However, if it was dark at night, it would still work, but it would depend on whether you can actually see the target yourself or not. If you could actually see the target, then technically, because it's a laser, it still would, of course, work at that point. So that would be pretty cool. Had to show that to you today, because I've been trying to get this sort of thing, moved along, because we've got a lot of other cool things. And when my kid gets here, because he's a deer hunter and what have you, and he likes to play with stuff like that, I think this will be a nice, interesting, man, the manual doesn't fit in the box, so yep, so it'll be something interesting that I think he'll enjoy. Now, how do you shut it off? That might be an idea. So it automatically shuts off after 12 seconds of inactivity, so that's cool too, because you don't have to look after it. You just walk away and it's going to shut itself down, and it'll save the battery and the charge, whatever, for you. So fantastic. What a cool little device. Very unusual. And this company, they sent me something else in a while back when we showed it to you, and I, for the life of me, I can't even remember what it was. It was, again, something, off the wall, kind of interesting, but different, and it looks like it works great. I've got several readings around the property this morning that I was always, curious about, didn't know, and I was able to take a quick shot with this and just measure it. The chimney height, for one, for where the ladder goes and stuff. I didn't know the height, and I was like, I kind of like to know that, because I have a 20-foot ladder, but it was like, I don't know if that's enough. I've never had it up there. Took a quick shot, and it was like 18 feet. It was like, okay, good, So it's, even around the house, it can be handy. But if you're into hunting or any kind of range finding or measuring height from a distance sort of thing, this can do it for you. And it's very inexpensive, and it is really easy to use, cool, charge, USB charge. Aileen, thank you, Aileen. I'm going to show you some solar power related to something I use for my 3D printers as like a backup power system, but there is a lot of applications, RV, camping, that kind of thing. We got a new power system, and it's a solar generator, and tomorrow we're going to take a look at it and find out if it really is a solar generator. More about that on Thursday. Thanks for checking in. Adios. I'm out of here.